up, YouTube? It has been a hot minute since I've made a video. I've been lazy. That's pretty much what it is, just flat out lazy. But today, we're going to talk about this beauty, the Rolleiflex Model T. Roll the intro! Alright YouTube, today we're going to run through the Rolleiflex Model T. This particular model is, like I said, the Model T. This one from 1959. It has a Carl Zeiss Jena Tessar 3.5 75mm focal length lens for the taking lens, and then on the top lens it's a 2.8 75mm Hydrostat, if I'm saying that correctly, lens, or Hydrosmat lens, something like that. So this is a twin lens reflex camera, viewing and focusing lens on the top, taking lens on the bottom. Uses a waist level viewfinder, similar to many other medium format style cameras. It's a 6x6 medium format negative in here. Has a magnifier at the top. You can get kits to make it into like a 645 or maybe even other formats as well. You probably even adapt a 35mm in here if you're so inclined to do so. Those are available maybe. It's been a while since they've made these. This viewfinder can be taken off and changed with prisms and so forth. Other accessories they made for this camera, as well as the focusing screen, can be switched out. This one does have the original focusing screen, which is a little dim, but it's not too bad, especially if you're shooting in decent light outside. It's perfectly fine. On the right hand side we have the focusing knob here. Does our focusing. It also has a little dial so you can set your ASA of your film. On the top and bottom we have knobs here that are the knobs allow you to take in and out your film spools when you're changing your film. This is the film spool and the take-up spool on this one. And I cannot open the back on this one because I do have it loaded with HP5 as we speak at fresh roll. I just shot a roll through it. Just got finished developing it a couple of days ago, and it came out great. On this side we have the crank. These cameras, you go about a half a turn and then back to set the film advance so they don't go all the way around when you're shooting. Just when you're getting the film ready they do, and then they'll stop. So remember, these are a half turn, back, boom, and then you turn it, bring it back, and you just put it back, take your next shot. These are a leaf shutter that synchronizes at all shutter speeds. Since it doesn't have the mirror to deal with, it'll synchronize all the way up to 1/500th of a second, which is its fastest shutter speed. It's a pretty neat feature about this camera and all leaf cameras, that are all lenses that have leaf shutters in them. This is the button to take your photo with, and also has a nice little lock to prevent you from accidentally taking photos. Leaf shutters are extremely quiet, so these are great street photography cameras. If you want to take photos without people being aware that you even took a photo, they're never going to hear it, especially out on the street when there's all kinds of other ambient noise. On the left-hand side here in the front as well, we have the PC sync socket. On this side is the lever to set your flash style, and nowadays it's all electronic flash, so that's the middle setting, a lightning bolt on here. It also has a couple of other settings for older style bulb flashes that have delays and so forth. On this side, this lever is your aperture and shutter speed combination lever. If you push it up and down the way it is, it moves the aperture and shutter speed together in conjunction with each other. If you pull it out, then it will move the aperture but leave the shutter speed as it is. So if you're changing your shutter speed or aperture for light, you need to do it that way. You need to kind of move it around, and then you have to, so it does take a little bit of finagling if you want to change your shutter speed especially, and your aperture at the same time, but as long as you change them together, it's fine. So that is that on that camera, on that side of the camera. And on the bottom we have a tripod socket here if you want to put it on a tripod, and the locks to unlock it, and four nice little feet so you can sit it down very stably in a very stable manner without getting it all scratched up. This particular one I got lucky, and it is a mint condition. It's been in its studio most all of its life, so it hasn't been out and banged around, or maybe it had a case on it for a while. I'm not really sure. I did not get a case with it. I did get the original hood and the yellow Bay 1 filter. These are Bay 1 bayonet mount style lenses here, so that was pretty awesome. And I did get the little leather cases that those go in, which are in great shape as well. So that was a kind of a perk of this purchase, but I'm very happy with this one. It works great. Film spacing is good. Everything looked wonderful from my first roll out of it, and I really like the lens in it as well. Of course, Carl's Zeiss, who can go wrong? Now, one other quick little tip. If you really want to be crazy, and now these are fixed lenses, they cannot be changed. Almost all of these TLRs are 75mm lenses in that range. There were some special models made though. Raleigh did make a special wide model and a special tele model. If you want to have 3 different cameras, entire cameras, I guess that would be great, but it would be kind of pricey, and those wide and tele models may be really expensive since I'm sure they didn't make a lot of them. I do not know about that. But if you wanted to be crazy, you could just take it and get you a pair of bins. What do I mean? Binoculars, and you could just line those puppies up right there. There you go, boom. Now you have a telephoto Rolleiflex. You heard it here, folks. If you want to turn your Rolleiflex into a telephoto, all you need is some binoculars. That was really, that probably would work, but I haven't tried it and I don't plan on trying it, but I hope you enjoyed that little tip. So that is it for this camera, and I'm going to finish up this video by showing you a few sample images that came out of the first roll that I took out of this camera. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the Raleigh, or if you just enjoy shooting film, drop me a comment and say hi. Let's have a conversation there below. Maybe I can, you have any more questions on this, on the operation of this or anything. It's really a straightforward camera. Even the film loading is pretty simple, a little simpler than some of the other Raleighs were. So this is a entry-level Raleigh. The T was an entry-level design in the Rolleiflex. There's also Raleigh Cords, which are even cheaper than these, or were even cheaper than these because they had less features such as the hoods and so forth. Focusing screens you couldn't change, the hoods you couldn't change, things like that made them a little less expensive. This particular model also does not have a meter in it. It did have a kit that you could get to put a meter in it by replacing the top plate and the knob, but this one has not had that done, and I'm sure those kits are long gone, and I'm not very concerned about it because I have my trusty handheld Seikonic that never lets me down. Thank you for watching, guys. Check out these images and smash that like and subscribe button if you love film, and if you don't, I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. I will try to get another video out pretty soon. Sorry it has been so long, but have a good summer, everybody. Get out there, shoot some film, go buy some film cameras, make those film camera prices go up, drive the Rolleiflex price up, drive them all up. Let's just get out and shoot film and enjoy. Once all these cameras are gone, we can just enjoy one another shooting film and have a great day. Peace!